Welcome to Mental Models Daily, where we explore one mental model each day to help you think better and live smarter. Today, we're diving into the concept of the appeal to pity. Appeal to pity is a logical fallacy where someone tries to win support for an argument by exploiting the audience's feelings of pity or guilt, rather than by providing relevant evidence or valid reasoning. This mental model highlights the importance of focusing on the logical and factual basis of arguments, rather than being swayed by emotional appeals. Let's start with a simple example. Imagine a student who didn't study for an exam asks the teacher for a passing grade, saying, "If I fail this exam, I won't graduate, and my parents will be so disappointed." This argument appeals to the teacher's pity rather than addressing the student's academic performance and understanding of the material. In marketing, appeal to pity is often used to elicit emotional responses from consumers. Advertisements featuring sad images of animals in shelters or impoverished children aim to evoke feelings of sympathy, encouraging donations or purchases. While these campaigns can raise awareness, it's important to also consider the effectiveness and accountability of the organizations behind them. Another example can be seen in personal relationships. Suppose someone says, "You should forgive me because I've been through so much lately." While their struggles might elicit sympathy, it's essential to consider the specific actions and circumstances that led to the need for forgiveness. Emotional appeal should not overshadow the importance of accountability and resolution. In legal contexts, appeal to pity can be problematic. A defense attorney might ask the jury to acquit a defendant by highlighting their difficult background or personal hardships, rather than focusing on the evidence presented in the case. While understanding a person's circumstances is important, it should not override the need for a fair and evidence-based verdict. In public policy debates, appeal to pity can divert attention from the actual issues. For example, someone might argue for a particular policy by emphasizing the plight of a few affected individuals, without considering the broader implications and effectiveness of the policy. Recognizing this fallacy helps maintain a focus on comprehensive and evidence-based solutions. In everyday conversations, appeal to pity can be used to manipulate decisions. For instance, a colleague might ask you to cover their shift at work by saying, "I really need this day off because I'm feeling overwhelmed." While their emotional state is important, it's also necessary to consider the impact on your own responsibilities and well-being. To effectively apply the understanding of appeal to pity in your life, practice identifying when emotional appeals are being used and separate your emotional responses from rational analysis. Focus on the evidence and logical reasoning behind arguments, and strive to make decisions based on facts rather than emotions. In conclusion, recognizing and avoiding the appeal to pity fallacy is essential for making well-informed decisions and engaging in constructive discourse. By focusing on rational analysis and evidence, we can navigate emotional appeals and enhance our critical thinking skills. Thanks for tuning in to Mental Models Daily. Join us tomorrow as we explore another mental model to enhance your thinking toolbox. Don't forget to subscribe or follow us on your favourite podcast platform and share with friends and family. Until next time, keep learning, stay rational, and base your beliefs on facts rather than emotions to avoid the appeal to pity fallacy. For more mental models, please visit mentalmodelsdaily.com, or find us on X or Instagram. Our podcast music was provided by the podcasthost.com and Alitu, the podcast maker. Find your own free podcast music over at thepodcasthost.com/free music.